Welcome to the first episode of Striper's Distant Replay, an all-new video series where we bring back members of last year's International League South Division Championship Club to watch key moments from memorable 2019 games. I'm Striper's Media Relations Manager and broadcaster Dave Lezotte. I'll be joined today by two guests, including Adam Duvall, 2019 International League Postseason All-Star, current outfielder for the Atlanta Braves, and Bobby Magallanes, the former Stripers hitting coach, who is now the Braves' assistant hitting coordinator. We'll be watching selections from April 26, 2019 against the Toledo Mud Hens, Outdoors Night. Enjoy.
This guy right here can put together a good at bat, I'm telling you.
Yeah, he had a really good season for us last year. Really good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
career high 19 home runs for Blanco last year. I believe he signed a minor league deal with the Brewers this offseason.
Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
Yes, he did.
That's awesome, man. That guy can play, man. He played all over the diamond, too. Oh, wow. That one didn't come back. That was about the same spot.
Same spot, I know, center field.
Yeah. Yeah, good for him, man. He tapped into some of that power last year, that's for sure.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He worked at it, too. He really did a good job of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you guys think of those jerseys from last year, the fish scales ones?
I thought they were good. I think they got a good look to it. Switch it up from the, just the regular green. I thought they looked good.
I thought the same thing. Yeah, I kind of liked their uniforms from last year. I thought that the way they combined, and I like what Adam said about changing it up. I think guys like that.
So this is Austin Riley here. This is right when he starts to get hot, right before he gets called up to Atlanta. Hit .391 in his final 18 games with the Stripers. It was right about this point in the season when he really started locking in.
Yeah,
he locked in. He on fire. I mean, this guy was hitting everything hard and definitely improved not only his swing but just his pitch zone recognition. There I know he swung out of zone there, but he improved a lot, which I think that helped him.
Yeah, we'll see more from him a little bit later on. Not to spoil things, but he'll have a better at bat the second time around.
Yeah. I thought, I obviously got to watch him grow a little bit last year, and not only defensively but offensively. I think both of them, both sides of the ball, he got better, and he's a poised young kid, that's for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Who's this guy?
Looks familiar.
Yep, that is nice. We're practicing up the middle, huh? Stay in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Just like we worked on, right, Max?
That's exactly it. I'm over the batter's eye.
Yeah. I like that.
No, that's obviously you had such a tremendous year, leading the whole organization in home runs, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's one of 32 home runs last year for Mr. Duvall.
Okay. Yeah, it was a good year. It was, I like the way I got better. I like the way I progressed. I like the work that I got in. So it was fun. It was fun to come to show up to the ballpark, work, get better, and learn a lot about the swing, and so it was a fun year.
Yeah, we did well. We had a good group of guys that for being an older group, an older team, veteran-wise, with experience. You guys, as individuals and as a group, bought into a lot of things. I mean, you guys were willing to work and get better, and it was awesome. I mean, and everyone bought in. Everyone. It just was contagious. Everybody started working together.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was contagious, man. It was, I think, I mean, hard work and when you start seeing results from it, it's contagious and it can spread through a clubhouse. And I think that's obviously what happened. We were a good team and we got better. And that's throughout the year, that's what you want as a team. You want to, get better as the year goes on. And, everybody continued to work. Everybody was excited to work. And, that's why it was so much fun last year playing with these guys.
Yeah, you guys are good. You guys made it fun. You guys made it fun to come to the ballpark every day. I enjoyed it. It was awesome. You guys made me better. I got better. I got better as a coach, as a hitting coach, because I learned from you guys and the effort you guys put in.
Yeah.
Travis Barrett. Another guy I'm real proud of.
Yeah. He had an unbelievable year, man. Unbelievable.
I mean, This is a, year before this, he's in the play, and a year later he's in the major leagues. I mean, he probably never thought that might have happened, but it came quickly for him, and real proud of what he did as well.
Yeah. I mean, the numbers he put up last year, it speaks for themselves. And, obviously it's awesome that he got an opportunity, to play in the big leagues. And, I don't know exactly, I didn't know his stat line, but I believe I saw him hit a couple homers up there. So, that had to be awesome feeling, hit your first homer, in the big leagues. So he just hit another one right there.
Yeah. It's I'm watching just right now this game, how, I mean, we're just hitting it to the center field, to the big part of the field. And another thing is, as I reflect and think back, going over, not only our working our swings mechanics, the movements of our swing to be efficient, to be as consistent as possible, but you guys also really good at having game plans. I mean, you guys would talk amongst each other. Obviously we would talk as a group, okay, this guy likes to throw and how we're going to attack him, have a game plan. And watching right now, I mean, you guys are all taking this guy, staying to the big part of the field and driving it, not just, trying to hit low line drives. You guys are driving the ball, and we did that last year. You guys did a great job of that.
Yeah. We did a good job of as a team collectively taking an approach up there and really, trying to exploit the weakness of the pitcher, looking for one zone and looking to crush it. When you do that collectively 1 through 9, that's when you put up 4 spots like we just did right there, and that's how you do that. And that's what makes a team really scary on offense is, when everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, definitely. You guys were. It was again fun. You guys fed off each other too.
Yeah. This guy right here, he got better this off season too.
Oh, Sean Kazmar improved a lot. He had a very good year last year. This is a guy that would contemplate, is this my last year or not? He's at that age, but he just keeps improving and improving as the older you get, and he puts in the work. And like I said, that's what you guys did for being an older group. You guys are okay, man. You guys are willing, okay, man, what can I do to get better?
Uh-oh. There's the big part of the field again.
Again, I mean, if you just notice, it's we stayed on the ball. I mean, you guys staying on the baseball and driving it. A thing that again, again, you guys did so much work. You guys worked it, you had a plan. And you guys executed a lot, which I think gave us success. And again, those swings right there are incredible. It's like that approach, and not only the approach, but also the movements of your swings are great. They're allowing you guys to have the success.
Yeah, for sure. Little cutter kind of up and in or something right there.
Something was like that.
I can't remember. Got to swing at that one. Let's go. What are we waiting on?
Gosh, why did they give you the take sign? Seriously? I gotta talk to Damon about that.
Yeah, he had to give me the take sign, huh?
Had to, because we are never thinking take.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I wonder what pitch that was. I couldn't tell if that was a sinker or a changeup.
Yeah, I don't know. If you look at you, might have been kind of out in front a little bit. I'm not sure if it was a changeup, but yeah, it might have been a little two-seamer.
Yeah.
Or cutter, but it.
Yeah. Looked like they were trying to go in early in the at bat, but
yeah,
he let that one. He let that one leak too much over the middle.
He did.
Here we go. Here's what we go.
And what's great about it is that it's inside, but you stayed straight away left. I mean, you didn't hook it. It didn't come around. It was such a good path to that ball. And
right.
Again, I'm looking at our swings here, and again, we were locked in. I mean, right now, I'm seeing all these swings. You guys are locked in right now with a good approaches and good movements.
Yeah.
We were talking a little bit earlier about, some of the veteran guys that you had in this lineup, but you see a game like this where you've got, 2 homers from Adam, you got a homer from Austin Riley, who's a younger guy. Travis Demerit hits a 2-run homer. Talk about what it's like to have a lineup that's got the veteran guys like that, but also the young and up and coming guys as well.
Well, yeah, again, like I was talking, everyone fed off each other. You got veteran guys, and I mean, I'll take Adam, and he I mean, Doobie worked. He's resilient. This guy would just get in there and tried every day, kept his routine. We tried once in a while, depending on what he felt and what the movements were. But he was in there. So what happens when they see a guy like him, veteran guy, Major League All-Star, and seeing like, man, this guy works and is not willing and was not afraid of trying things. The other guys would buy in. They see that, okay, let me try this. And again, a Kazmar would do the same thing. Another guy too, Ryan Lamar, another guy that veteran guy's been around. He's also a hard worker. I mean, this guy worked his tail off. Also, was not afraid of trying things. So when you see that with those veteran players who've had success, all of a sudden now the young guys buy into it. So it is a good mixture. I really believe that those older guys that are good makeup guys that work and also have success can really help out the young players to develop.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh, he just missed that one.
Just missed it. Yeah, just missed it.
Yeah.
It seems like in this game, really, even the outs are loud, long outs.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we want. If they're going to be outs, we want them loud and long outs. we want to as much as we can keep the ball off the infield, but we want it to, we want to send them outfielders back at least. And I mean, I think that does something to the psyche of the pitcher as well, because if the outfielder is moving back on everything, that's they're getting the barrel to it. So I thought we did like I said earlier, I thought we did a good job, just 1 through 9, just competing, having good at bats, and being a tough out, because that's tough on pitchers, man. That's tough to, if they don't feel like they can ever have a little break in the lineup, whether it's a one or two guys where they think, okay, I can get through these two guys. If they're constantly having to battle, it's going to be a long day for them.
You're right, Adam, about that competitive at-bats. Our club did that. We competed. We were going to be tough outs.
Mm-hmm.
To really make quality pitches as a pitcher to get us out, because again, we were aggressive. We're looking at pitches in the zone we want to drive it in, and not only that, when you're aggressive and you have a plan, you'll swing at less bad pitches because you are ready to hit. It's when you're indecisive, kind of passive. That's when we chase. That's when we'll swing out of the zone more. Strikeouts are going to be there, but the point is that we'll in the long run we'll make you pay, and we did last year.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to talk to Sal during spring training multiple times. He's doing good, and the same old Sal. He's just an awesome guy, man. I really enjoyed playing with him. He was a pleasure to be around, that's for sure.
Definitely, he's a good locker room guy. Pumps up his teammates. And does whatever is asked of him. It hurt us definitely last year, him getting hurt. Ended up having Tommy John, and his season was over. But he's the guy that remember when that happened, we got hurt. Everyone was crushed about that. That's how much of an impact this guy made on a team, where it was sadness in the locker rooms. Like when he got hurt, everyone was down. Glad to see him here on video, and I was also glad to see him in spring training that he's already throwing.
Well, wrapping up this game, that's the two big offensive innings. The Stripers combined hit 5 home runs in the game. First 5 home run game for a Gwinnett team since June 11th of 2012. Won by a final score of 8-4. Adam Duvall here went 2 for 4 with the 2 homers, 2 RBIs. And Austin Riley 2 for 4 with a homer and 2 RBIs as well. And obviously we were rolling pretty well there in April. We didn't have Riley for too much longer after that. But Bobby, like you said, up and down the lineup, home runs from basically every spot in the order. We finished the season, I know, Bobby, you know this, Adam, not sure if you know, but 200 home runs as a club. That far and away broke the Atlanta Braves AAA club record. So a lot to hang our hats on from last year. And that's why we picked this game, a game with firepower up and down the order, kind of showing off, that's something that happened quite a bit last year. We might have been down early, but quickly responded and put together great at-bats throughout the game.
Yeah.
Dave, I like that when you showed right now the images, even the outs that you showed right there, the clips that you showed of our outs. I mean, they were pretty competitive at bats. A lot of deep fly balls were just missed pitches. Into the big part of the field. Again, just as I said earlier, our guys did a good job of executing their approach and their plan.
So, do you guys mind if we do some follow-up questions here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't mind.
Awesome. So we'll start off with Adam. Entering the 2019 season, you hadn't been in the minors since 2015. I know 2018 had not gone well for you with Atlanta, so you were kind of trying to get your swing back and get back and locked in. What was your mindset when you came down to Gwinnett, and what did you learn overall from the experience with the Stripers last year?
My mindset when I went down was I got to get better, and I got to get back to, the player that I was. And, I was kind of at a point where, I'd tried a lot of things and I was, not down and out, but I was kind of confused on where my swing was and how it got to the point where it was. And so, my mindset going down was I'm going to be the first one in the cage every day. I'm going to go down there, I'm going to work, and I'm going to get better, and I'm going to get back to where I was and try to be better. And, I think,
I pride myself in doing the little things right and putting in the time, putting in the work, putting in the effort to be the best player that I can be. I think you can't compare yourself to other players because you're not the same player as anyone else, but you can have a competition internally and have a competition with yourself and be the best player that you can be. And I think that's everybody's dream is to tap into, each and everyone's full potential. And I think that's the goal as an athlete is to, just to be the best baseball player or best athlete that you can be.
Bobby, hearing that mentality from Adam, I know you saw it firsthand last year, but is that really what impressed you most about working with him a year ago?
What he did from day one, from the day that he got sent down at the end of spring training to AAA. I respect Adam a lot. I'm like, wow, this guy went in humble and says, I'm here to work. And I agree, when he got down and we started building more of a relationship at the end of spring training, and then obviously when the season started in AAA, he was down in dumps. It was like nothing felt good. Almost like I forgot what a good swing feels like. He just didn't have a feel. And we hurt. I know as coaches, we were hurting for him. It's like, man, this guy he's lost. But we had a plan. We did. Mike Brumley and myself, we got together and said, okay, this is what we see. This is what he needs. This is the movements. This is what we're seeing in the swing. And we got together and said, okay, what do we need to do? And we started off with certain drills. But the key for Adam's just breakout was his mindset. As he just said, it was a mindset that I'm coming in here to get better. And he didn't care about everyone else. It was, what I mean by not care about everyone else is like, what anyone else was going to think? What is people are going to say? I need to get better. And he was willing to work. And he was willing to do drills. He was willing to do certain movements that probably were awkward, going, man, this kind of doesn't look good. I don't know about that. But he bought in, and I tell you, he ran with it. And then as the season went on, I was learning from him. Mags, I was watching this online. Mags, I was watching video of this. I'm thinking about this. And Adam's a very smart guy, very intelligent. He studies swings. He studies, which he's a student of hitting. And that's what makes him successful, is that he's not the guy just, okay, I just want to feel this. No, he actually this is what the movie is. Oh, and as a coach, that's the ultimate goal, where now the player or the student now becomes a teacher. Now he can teach it. Now he can learn it. And that's what I saw Adam evolve, and it was phenomenal to watch his growth and get better.
Adam, you had probably the best offensive season anybody's ever had in a Gwinnett uniform. You set the home run record with 32, set the RBI record with 93, the slugging, the OPS record as well. Postseason All-Star Award in the International League. You helped the team win the division. What will you remember most about being a Striper?
You cut out on the last part. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. What will you remember most about being a Striper last season?
Just the joy that I had showing up to the ballpark every day. Like I said, we had a group of guys that, I'm not sure that I've ever played with a group of guys that gelled so well in the locker room, that showed up and wanted to work and wanted to get better every day. And then we went out and we won. So, you put those three things together and you're in for a good time. And I think that's probably, the most, the best thing about last year was, like I said, the way we gelled in the locker room, the way we worked and got better, and then the way we won, we won baseball games. And, like I said, you put those three things together and it's going to be fun.
And so your season last year starts in AAA, but you ended in Atlanta, really becoming a postseason hero for the Braves. Had some big hits in the NLCS. You had the pinch hit 2-run homer in Game 2, and then the game-winning 2-run single in Game 3. What did it mean to you to be able to reestablish yourself like that on such a big stage?
I mean, it was important because there was a lot of, people, saying things that, weren't too nice. But, just to be able to go out there on a big stage like that and to be able to, get some hits, some timely hits, some RBIs, not only did it help myself, and to, let myself know that all the work I put in before that and all the hard work and, going to AAA and going through a season there and then coming back up and, that it was all worth it and it was all where I was supposed to be at that moment in time. And, so that was one of the biggest things for me.
So, Bobby, you're there as well for the postseason. The Braves bring you up to help out with the coaching staff at the end of the year. What's it like for you? How special is it for you being able to be there firsthand and enjoy those playoff moments with Adam, knowing the work that you guys both put in all season?
Just hearing right now, when you ask that question, hearing Duvie talk about that, it still gives me chills. I mean, there are times where I get choked up during the playoffs because, first, answer your question, it was awesome because when you're in those trenches, when you look back and look at all the work, the blood, sweat, tears that these guys go through, and you're there with them from day one and every single day, there for these guys working. You're just patting them on the back, encouraging them, and it wasn't all sweet either. There were some moments there in AAA where it was like, oh shoot, we kind of go backwards a little bit, but it's like, trust the process. We're going to be okay. And then to see him get rewarded, goes up to the big leagues and goes off, gets sent back down. He worked on just a couple things. He picks it up right away. And then we're in the big leagues in September and we're still working. And to see what he did, it just, to me, there's no greater feeling than to see the players you work with have success. You're proud of them. I love them. I'm happy for them. It's like their success is like their joy is my joy, and when they're hurting, I'm hurting. But to answer the question again, it was awesome to see him get that home run of a Flaherty. It's just I don't know how to explain it. It brings still chills to me, goosebumps to see that, and then get that base hit, 2-run RBI base hit in Game 3 the very next day. And it's all pinch hitting coming off the bench. And I'm telling you what, people don't know what goes on behind the scenes. But Adam, before those at-bats, was in that cage for a couple innings before that and was working and preparing. Hey, I think they're going to throw me this. And we worked on that. Next day, hey, you know what? I think they're going to be throwing me this. Let's work on this. And sure enough, Adam's preparation is phenomenal. He's a very intelligent guy, but he works at it.
Well, we'll wrap things up by looking forward to 2020. And, obviously we're all hoping the baseball season starts up here soon. But, Adam, you were in spring training before the shutdown, working towards an opening day roster spot with Atlanta. What's your confidence level like right now? And what do you do to stay ready in the moment?
Well, I mean, you got to prepare. I talk to Mags. We talked every day in the cage, and we talk about, what we got to do to get ready for the game, what we got to do to feel like we need to feel when we walk out onto the field. And, I would tell him every day, I want to get my work in and I want to feel prepared, because with me, if I go through my drills and I prepare myself for the game mentally and physically, and I go out there and I don't do anything good, I can live with that. But if I don't prepare and I don't do anything good, then that's when I have a problem. And I think, that's my mentality. I just want to prepare for each and every game and, just go out there and give it all I got, and what happens. But the biggest thing for me is to be prepared.
And Bobby, you're heading into a new role this year. You're the Braves assistant hitting coordinator, which means you won't be with this Gwinnett club all the time anymore, but you'll get a chance to be at the different affiliates. How excited are you for that new challenge, and what all will it entail, your new position?
Well, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. A challenge. I want to keep learning, keep getting better as a coach, as an instructor. Very looking forward to working with Mike Brumley. He's phenomenal. Brum is such an intelligent baseball guy, and the hitting and the way he breaks it down, and he's good. I've learned he's a big influence on me. He's a mentor of mine, and I was looking forward to keep learning from him as well in this new role. But it's just, again, it's being able to see the whole system, being able to go down to all the affiliates and see what we got and work with these players. It's not going to be just one team. I will miss that, being that one team, because you're just in there. You're just with your guys. It's awesome. I love it. This now entails more seeing the rest of the organization and seeing what we got and working with everybody now. But I'm looking forward to it. It's a new challenge for me. Like I said, I like to keep getting better. I like to just keep growing and learning.
Well, again, I want to thank you guys for your time today. Really appreciate the insight into our outdoors night game from last year and just kind of the season overall, looking back on 2019, probably the greatest season in Gwinnett baseball history. So again, thanks to you both. Congratulations, Bobby, on your new role. Adam, we look forward to seeing you on the big league field. And again, congrats on what you were able to do in the postseason with the Braves last year. And hopefully we're seeing you guys on a baseball field soon.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for having us.
Take care, guys.